Merry Christmas, Joshua. This is Batman, calling you from Wayne Manor. Your Uncle Jefferson wanted me to send you this message, so this is just for you. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
Okay, this is Kevin. Merry Christmas, Joshua. Do you know, I've been doing that role I've been playing this role for 30 years, right? And I've been doing that line literally for decades. And I never get tired of it. It's such a great line. Do you know what's been really fun about playing this character? Aside from playing the dark, damaged man that he is, and aside from the wonderful actors I've gotten to work with, Mark Hamill, Ephraim Zimbalist Jr., Roddy McDowell, Rob Paulson, all kinds of wonderful actors, Tara Strong, John Glover. It's just Ed Asner. I mean, everybody came in on these shows because Batman, the animated series, became Batman and Robin, and then Batman Beyond, and then the Justice League, and then the Arkham games, and it just kept growing and growing and growing. But what's really been interesting that I never anticipated is this dialogue that I'm having with you, this conversation, the interaction with the fans. I did not really understand how passionate the fans are about Batman. It's something I had to learn because I really wasn't an animation actor. I wasn't a voiceover actor. I was a stage actor from New York. And I happened to be in LA doing some episodes for a new series. And my agent sent me over to Warner Brothers to audition for this show, this animated show, even though I'd never done an animated voice. And I thought, why am I going there for this? I didn't even know Batman had never been an animated show. It was all completely new to me. And I almost blew it off. I almost didn't go. Can you imagine? But I thought, well, I'll go, I'll see what happens. And because I had no anticipation, because I had no expectations, I couldn't get nervous about the audition. So I felt totally free in this recording booth to improvise. And they described the character to me. He's living a dual identity. His parents murdered in front of him as a child, trying to heal the world of evil. And I used my imagination and I got myself into this place and this voice came out. They hired me on the spot. They'd seen 500 people and they couldn't find the right person because they'd been seeing film people and television people, the voiceover people from LA. I was the first stage actor that walked in, and given my background, I'd done Shakespeare and the Greeks, all the great classic plays. Well, of all the animated characters, think about it, Batman is a classic character. He is Orestes. He is Achilles. Because the reason people relate to him so well is the fact that he has no superpowers. There's nothing supernatural about Batman. He's a man. He's a human being. He's like you and me. In fact, he's a very flawed man. And he knows he's flawed. He's been damaged by life. But Josh, we're all flawed, aren't we? And we all get damaged by life. So it makes Batman that much more relatable because in a way he's so much like us. What distinguishes him is that no matter what life throws at him, no matter what crisis or disappointment or failure, he never lets it defeat him. He never lets it make him angry or bitter or crush him. He takes the disappointments that life throws at him and he turns them around and he gives them back to the world as love. Because his whole mission is to leave the world better than he found it. And it's the nobility of that mission. That's what we admire so much about him. But that's something we can all aspire to. You don't have to have superpowers to want to leave the world a better place, to contribute to your community. All you have to do is care, is want to, is try to. Especially today with all the craziness going on around us. Because Joshua, everybody faces challenges in their life. Everybody faces crisis. Everyone faces disappointment. You're just launching in life right now. I know you're applying to colleges. You're just starting out. You may have discovered this already, and if you haven't, you will. Everybody fails at something, at some time in their life. Everybody. We all stumble because we're human. Don't beat yourself up when that happens. I wasted years beating myself up when I made mistakes. Just get back up. Learn from your mistakes and get on with life. That's what defines you. Because everybody stumbles, everybody. But it's how you recover, it's how you get back up. That's what defines you. And I tell you, when you face those curveballs that life throws at you, because you have no control over what fate is going to present you. You don't know what's coming next month or next year or the year after that. You don't even know what school you're going to be going to. Fate throws curveballs at all of us. And you can let them crush you, make you angry, make you bitter, or you can learn from them. Take that knowledge and get back into life. But I tell you, when you face those challenges, those curveballs that life throws at you, you realize really quickly what's important. And it isn't the material stuff. That stuff can disappear in a heartbeat. It's the people in your life. It's the lives you touch and the people who touch your life. It's your Uncle Jefferson who loves you so much, who sees who you are and wants to celebrate you and wishes nothing but the best for you. So never stop believing in yourself, Joshua, in your ability to affect the world in a positive way. And now is the time, when you're young, to explore, to learn, to follow dreams. Because when you get older, you have to make a living. Life is less forgiving as you get older. And so when you're young, that's the time to take courses in things you might consider out of left field. Expose yourself. When I was at Juilliard, we were all working so hard. I mean, it was incredibly intense training. We were working 18, 19 hours a day. We were in school all the time. And they told us in our spare time, which none of us had any of, to go to the museums, to look at the great art, to go to the opera, to hear great artists perform, to expose ourselves to the other arts, because that's what you bring in your performance, is that appreciation, that knowledge, how that affects you. So go to museums, go to the theater, read great books, expose yourself to as much as you can. Take advantage of the education they are giving you. Because the world is incredibly competitive now. And the best thing you can be is prepared. Because you don't know what opportunity is going to be presented to you. I didn't know I was going to do voiceovers. I didn't know I was going to be an animated character. I didn't know I was going to be Batman for 30 years. Think about that. What if I had blown off that audition because it was something that I was unfamiliar with? So you have to be ready for every opportunity. And the best way to be ready is education and believing in yourself. Because you will screw up. Everybody screws up. Don't beat yourself up. Okay? Deal? Have a wonderful Christmas. Remember, Joshua, it's not what you are underneath. It's what you do that defines you. Take care.